Hi there. So, here we are at our first module on literature from ancient China. We are reading some of the Analects of Confucius and three poems from the Tao Te Ching, a collection of philosophical poems attributed to Laozi. Now, first, Confucius. He is one of the great sages from ancient China that lived in the 5th century BCE. So that means about 500 years before the birth of Jesus. Now, the West call him Confucius, but in the original Chinese, his name is pronounced Kong Zi or Kung Fu Zi. Notice that the other Chinese sage we are reading in this module also has the zi ending, Laozi. That zi at the end of their names is called an honorific, which means it's used to designate them as masters, or here, master teachers. So, Kung Fu Zi means master Kung Fu, and Laozi is Master Lao. Confucius was mostly a teacher who traveled from province to province to teach. His analects can also mean sayings or short philosophical extracts. These analects were part of conversations he had with students that students then later recorded. There are 20 books of Confucius's short philosophical sayings. You'll notice that many of the Analects we read begin with the phrase, "the master said." We are reading only a few of these sayings. So look at the file. Analect 1.1 is the first analect from book 1. And then analect 2.1 is the first analect from book 2, and so on. So, some things I want you to remember. Even though we're all online, it is still important to take notes. Writing out notes by hand is a great way for you to translate the material into your own words so that you can better recall it for a test or a quiz. Also, be an active reader. Take notes while you read. Take notes also from the instructor's material in each module. Remember, when you take a quiz or a test, you can use these notes, and I strongly suggest that you do. So, some important things you'll notice as you read through Confucius' Analects. He often talks about respecting your elders and of what is called filial piety. Filial piety means being a devoted child to one's parents. Confucius also talks about the importance of learning and studying texts from the past. He talks about the importance of respecting social roles and social hierarchies, and of participating in the rituals in one's community. Confucius also has many analects about how to be a good leader and how a good ruler is also a virtuous ruler who sets an example for his people. Confucius is a very important figure in Chinese history, and his influence is still recognizable today. The second author we will read is Laozi. Like Confucius, Laozi was a traveling sage, philosopher, and teacher. He composed a collection of poems known as the Tao Te Ching, which can be translated as virtue of the way or the way's virtue. This became the foundation of the philosophy of Taoism. Now, Taoism has some important differences from Confucianism. While Confucius believed in taking effective action to improve one's circumstances, the Taoist philosophy advocates being passive and letting whatever will happen, happen. The Taoists also believe that we should forget about social distinctions and return to a natural state of being. In one of the poems, Laozi states that highest good is like water, meaning one should not struggle against other forces, but be adaptable and fluid. The poems in the Tao Te Ching are mysterious. So if you read them and you think, wow, these are really confusing, don't worry, because they are. But I think there's some interesting things there to discuss. So I'm excited to see how you interpret them in the discussion board. So for this module, you have to first read the selected analects from Confucius and the selected poems from Laozi. Then study the instructor's material on Confucius and Laozi. Next, move on to the discussion questions for each of the authors and answer all of the questions to the best of your ability, meaning in correct grammar and in complete sentences. There is a rubric for the discussion board post that you'll find on the syllabus, and that is what I'll be using to grade your performance. So after you complete the discussion board questions, then you are ready to move on to the module quiz. Remember, I'm always available via email. If you need help with anything, you can reach me at ssokowski@desu.edu. And you can also find my email under the My Instructor tab on our Blackboard site. I'll see you on the discussion board.